auditioning. Thug number one, thug number two.
Slaves.
Prostitute.
There's always the hustler.
Literate basketball players.
Mary had a little lamb.
The thug.
The only narrative that they understand of black life is drug addict, drug dealer, gang member.
I was the hottest black actor in the world after Boys and None. There were people clamoring to work with this young sensation as long as he did the roles they wanted him to do, which were street kids.
I had been in this thing that is a masterpiece of American cinema, and nobody gave a shit. They really didn't give a fuck.
I auditioned for my first pimp part. My mother's all proud. You know, be the best pimp you can be. The whole church is praying for me.
Let's pray that Brother Robert gets the role of Silky Good Dick. The film is called Holes on the Stroll. It sounds like a musical.
And then that's when the filmmaker was born. I said, man, we can't let Hollywood tell our stories. We have to tell our own stories. They'll make us do anything and everything. And images travel around the world.
They had a perception of us that ultimately is false.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. And we back with another video. And in this video, I want to speak on the importance of having black male media, having our own media. And I want to start out this video by saying this. And shout out to the whole A-Game family. Shout out to the whole A-Game team. I want to start out by saying this because in this magazine, we point out the issues that surround black men every day. Let's take a look. The issues that we have are here. The first issue that we have is a lack of black male agency. The second issue, poor health conditions. Third issue, high incarceration rate. Chronic homelessness, chronic joblessness, chronic fatherlessness, poor educational support, negative media portrayal, persistent barriers to wealth, and what this video is about. The last one, the constant threat of extinction. Black men and the constant threat of extinction. Now, I don't know if y'all heard of the story of Kendrick Johnson, but he was a young man down in Valdosta, Georgia, who was found dead in his high school gym, rolled up in a mat, and they later found that he didn't have any organs. And he just mysteriously went missing. And to this day, they still cannot prove what happened to this brother. I'm bringing this up because as y'all can see, and I'm speaking to the brothers, as y'all can see, brothers, for I'm going to say maybe like the past 10, maybe going on 15 years, a lot of black men have just been mysteriously just being murdered, just being kidnapped, found somewhere with no organs, just walking down the street and being killed. This stuff has been happening at an alarming rate. And I know some of us may haven't thought of it like this because we've gotten used to it. We've gotten used to it to a certain extent because it's happening on a regular. But today, I'm going to bring y'all another story where Black men and their constant threat of extinction is always prevalent. And this is in any situation, brothers. So we have a young brother by the name of Elijah McClain. Elijah McClain. This is from NPR.org. It says officers and paramedics are charged in Elijah McClain's 2019 death in Colorado. It says cops and paramedics. The cops and the paramedics. So while we sitting around worried about if Stephen Curry's father is a simp or not, we have Black men out here mysteriously being killed, not only by the cops, but by the paramedics too now. Now it's starting to come out that Black men are also being killed by the paramedics. So it's no longer a conspiracy. It's no longer a conspiracy. So let's get to the story. It says Denver, Colorado's Attorney General said Wednesday that a grand jury indicted 3 officers and 2 paramedics in the death of Elijah McClain, a Black man who was put in a chokehold and injected with a powerful sedative 2 years ago in suburban Denver. Do y'all hear this? So they took it a step further from what they did to the brother in New York when they choked him out for selling cigarettes, supposedly. They choked this Black man out. They took it a step further. They took it a whole step further. They upped the ante. They said, oh, we got away with choking a Black man to death for no reason. So let's do something crazier. Let's get our friends involved. They choked this man out and injected him with something. That means this is a murder. They murdered this man. This wasn't accidental. This wasn't none of that. This was a murder. And Black men have to be worried about this constantly. So we need to be focused on these types of things, these types of incidents, not what's going on in the Curry family. This is the problem with black men. We're concerned with things that are of no relevance. Let that man do whatever he got to do to get his wife back or whatever. Who gives a damn? When you got a brother like Elijah McClain, who case went cold for 2 years, and now it comes out that this man was murdered not only by the damn police, but by the paramedics. And they almost got away with it. The 23-year-old's death gained widespread attention during last year's protests against racial injustice and police brutality following the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. McClain's pleading words that were captured on police body cam video, "I'm just different," have been posted on signs at protests and spoken by celebrities who have joined those calling for the prosecution of those officers who confronted McClain as he walked down the street in the city of Aurora after a 911 caller reported he looked suspicious. So back in 2019, somebody just called in and said this man looked suspicious. And he was killed because of this. This is still happening to us, brothers, today. Not this is something of the old. You know, because now we got a lot of brothers saying that this shit don't exist no more. Racial profiling, racism, prejudice. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Really? But these are this is the number one catalyst for why you still have black men being murdered by other races of men to this day. It's still because of a racial thing. Black men could be walking and get the police called on them still to this day. Because they're black, they're found to be suspicious. Still to this day. So we need to cut that BS out, where we have black men around here acting like racial profiling is still not an issue. Prejudice against black men is still not an issue. Racism is still not prevalent. We need to cut that shit all the way out. Because it is. Because it is. Stories about McClain, a massage therapist family and friends described as a gentle and kind introvert, filled social media, including how he volunteered to play his violin to comfort cats at an animal shelter. This black man was harmless and lost his life. He was treated like an animal. He was treated like a predator. And he was a harmless black man. So you mean to tell me that he gave them any reason for this? Let's continue with the article. Attorney General Phil Weiser said all 5 officers and paramedics were charged with manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. while some also face additional charges. Yes, you better cook them. Cook their ass. Because we need examples like this. They need to be cooked. They need to be cooked. But this should let brothers know, man. You gotta be careful out here, brothers. You have to be careful out here, man. And don't just be walking around here all willy-nilly, acting like this stuff is not still going on, acting like you can still walk around and I'm good. Man, listen. Better be safe out here, fellas. Don't be running out here, hanging out in the streets all times of nights. And this is not me promoting fear to black men. You got to understand what's going on in your environment. It's not about being afraid. It's about being smart. You see? If you stay safe, you stay alive, man. And the way you stay safe is how you move, the decisions that you make. You see? And those decisions and how you move is going to be based on how you value yourself. And it's too much of us out here hanging around in the goddamn streets like this can't happen to you. You could be walking down the goddamn street and the police hop out and murder you for no apparent reason. These are facts. We saw it happen time and time again. You could be standing somewhere, the police can approach you, and next thing you know, you're dead. You have to look at these situations, brothers, as lessons and take heed to them. Take heed to them. Don't think, oh, they can't do that to me. They can't get away with it. Not says the dead man. You see, I'm happy that this brother family was able to get justice and peace for their son's death, for their loved one's death. Right? But how many of these cases go cold? I just spoke about Kendrick Johnson. How many of these cases go cold? We have to begin to value our existence, brothers. You got to value your life. All this sitting around dilly-dallying, playing around, being goofy, that shit'll get you killed. That shit'll get you killed. Look, this young brother, Elijah McClain, was a gentle, honest soul, man. He was just coming home from work and got killed. They murdered him, choked him out, and injected him with some shit. This is how much they don't want you around, black man. There's people still living and walking this earth that don't want to see you here, brother. Understand that. Take these stories as lessons, brothers. Put some value on your life before all this shit is over, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the video. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Salute to the A Game family. Shout out to the A Game Nation. Make sure you get down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this story, man. The link to the article will be down in the description box so you can check it out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
For over 2 decades, we focused on one philosophy, the 10 life values. A system that helps us examine our lives, our vision, our leadership. Our products and our services are exclusively for men, all men. The ones who teach and mentor our kids, maintain our livestock and grow our food, make and repair our products, saves us from catastrophe and protect our nation. The 10 life values are woven into every product and service we create. Because at the end of the day, our vision is to see all men from every community equipped with the appropriate processes and the necessary tools to be excellent fathers and the best version of themselves they can be.